Alright, here's freaking take 2. My microphone's on, so that'll work. First things first, what you're gonna need is this plugin catalog inserter. Go ahead and go over to your accessories. You see these little codes. Obviously, it's just gonna be a quick little copy paste. And when it spawns in, it's gonna go somewhere really freaking weird, random around the map, and it is never the same. Each accessory kind of has its own spot. I do not know why that is, but they just kind of go everywhere. So now that all the accessories are here, next thing you're going to want to do is parent them over to this thing. So the easiest way to do that is to cut Control X, Control X, click on it, Control V, Control Shift V, Control Shift V. That will put it inside the base. So it's grouped now, easy peasy, X, aw. You get the idea. Once all the accessories are grouped inside of the base, next thing you're going to do is get rid of the hats. What you want is the handle block. That's the only thing you need. So what I would recommend is naming it based off of what it is, because that's going to be really helpful later down the line. You're going to want to grab these pieces and put them where they go on the avatar. So we got the 2 hairs, so we're going to go to the head and to the hair folder. And hair 1, just move it over and put it inside the hair folder. Get rid of that, we don't need that. Longbow, that's going to be in torso accessories. Bam, and hair. So once you got all that, you can get rid of these little hats because they don't do nothing. And next thing you're going to want to do is anchor all these. Once all of your pieces are anchored, now they're not going to run away from you. The next thing you're going to want to do is actually put the freaking pieces on the person. So I would recommend changing your increment down to 0.01 because you're going to get into specifics here. Now I already did this tutorial, as you can see the complete product over here. So I'm not going to do it perfectly like I did last time, but the great thing about morphs is the fact that you're able to manipulate exactly where each accessory goes. It's goated. And you're able to change them too. So this right here, this bow, is too freaking thin to fit around Callista's shoulder like this. So what I did was I actually opened it up a little bit. As you can see, it's more open versus how thin this one is. I'm sure you've done it before, but it's over here. If you press H in the meshes, you change the scale. I tested out. Let's see, this one is thickness, this one's length, this one's width. So we're gonna do that one. We'll do 0.25 for it. It's a little more open, so it should fit over her shoulder now. Now we're gonna go ahead and test out the morph itself. Now with these morphs, you gotta be R6. Only way. See if it works. Yep, everything's anchored. Cool. But what is this with the hair? That should look weird. Oh no, I forgot about that. Now when using 2 different hairs, their textures might be conflicted with each other. So the best thing for you to do is to make all of the textures synchronous. So what you're going to want to do is go to H, and on the tools press H and texture ID. You're going to want to copy one or the other, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one right here. And there are 2 different types of hair textures. There's the vertical and the horizontal one. So that's why all hairs won't match up if you just copy paste it. So you just kind of got to test it out. So here's with the ID inserted into both. You see they're the same texture ID. And now the hair looks a lot better. It's a little off center, but let's go look at the good example. Yeah, so it looks a little weird here. That'd pretty much be my only complaint. The rest of the hair looks perfectly fine. So honestly, that's a pretty good texture ID to use for this scenario. Next thing we're going to do is body color. Or no, we're going to do clothes first because we don't want her to be naked. So go ahead and go to the clothes. It's real easy. Just get the ID, go over to shirts, put it in. Now this will put the shirt on the morph, but it won't put it on the dummy. So if you want to be able to see how it looks, you're gonna have to go over here, go to your base, dummy, and this will be your control center for everything involving the actual morph dummy looking thing. But you have to do it in both, because if you forget one, you're gonna be missing your pants. And you pretty much do the same thing with the body color. You gotta put it on both. You don't have to put it on both. There's been some people who've done like creative things with their dummy and like made like a little scene and still be able to click the button. You'll see it eventually. I might show you an example of it. Image, if you show up, if you don't. Yeah. Now, whenever you are putting the body colors, you see how I got the head down here, pastel brown, but the head's still gray over here. That's because the actual physical head piece needs to be colored. So to get that, go to your model, find the head block right here, and then change that to the skin tone you desire. So that is the skin tone, clothes, accessories. So that's pretty much the main part of the morph. The last part is the name, which is easy. Since you're already on the head and you colored it, just open the folder and go to RP name, and it's right here. That should be it. You'll get outfits in the next tutorial, but not in this one. Gotta pay me more. Yep.